Big news from the governor's office today. No county will move back in reopening phases for 2 weeks while Spokane is safe for now, what the governor and health officials are asking of people.
More sunshine today and temperatures started to rise, but we'll be looking at possibly 80 degrees later on this week before we see another windy day and perhaps a rainy night.
It's a national issue, and again, it seems to be more focused in industries that were low pay to begin with.
Businesses all across the Spokane area are looking to hire more employees, but no one's applying. Tonight we look into why these jobs aren't being filled in our KREM 2 investigation. Good evening. Happy to have you here tonight. I'm Regina On. Well, we expected those major changes to happen today, but in a surprise decision, the governor says no rolling back, not just yet. Leading up to today, 14 counties were at risk of moving back into phase 2. The areas shaded in dark blue were at risk, including right here in Spokane, also Stevens and Grant County. Now, all but 4 will remain in phase 2. Pierce, Cowlitz, Whitman, and Ferry County, they'll remain there for at least 2 weeks. Now, the governor said the pause to the Healthy Washington reopening plan is because even though we are in the midst of a 4th wave, that wave is now peaking, plateauing, so we don't expect it to get worse. The governor said this wave is less deadly than past waves thanks to the vaccine, so he believes the best course of action here is just to hold off on any phase changes another 2 weeks and continue vaccinating people.
Anybody who's frustrated by the changes that we have seen both in our protocols and during this pandemic, you can do something about that. You can find somebody that hasn't been vaccinated yet, or yourself, and ask them to consider getting vaccinated. That's the solution to our frustration and our anxiety. That's how we get out of this.
Now, Spokane's health officer, Dr. Frank Velasquez, said he appreciates the governor's decision. He says the 2 weeks will give Spokane time to distribute more vaccines, to double down on compliance with other protocols, and to get a better sense of where we are trending. He's hopeful we can remain in phase 3 after this pause, but says we still do have a long way to go.
2 weeks is a good period of time, but sometimes it's not long enough for trends to go in a different direction. Hopefully these 2 weeks will make a significant difference. I do believe that just when we look at the progress we've made in immunizations, if we continue moving forward, particularly with our younger generations, we should see the benefits of that over the next few weeks.
Now, Inslee also said today that local health officials still have the power to implement their own restrictions or move their own jurisdictions back in phases. But Dr. Velasquez says he's not considering doing that here in Spokane right now. And today we also spoke with Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward, who was pleased to hear that Spokane County will stay in phase 3 for the time being.
Our eligibility had broadened just a little more than 2 weeks ago. That's really not enough time to make the kind of difference that we need to make in the community.
Now, Mayor Woodward and other local leaders last week urged Washington Governor Jay Inslee to keep the county in phase 3, stating she wanted the governor to allow the county more time to execute an aggressive vaccination campaign.
And I recognize Ferry County's local health decisions. Their decision is going to save lives. It was a stand-up thing to do. And it was a response to a very disappointing super spreader event in Republic, and they took action.
So high praise there from state leaders today after Ferry County announced a move to phase 2 last Friday. It's the result of that super spreader event that infected more than 100 people with COVID in less than 3 weeks. And today, our Whitney Ward spoke with the top 2 leaders at the Northeast Tri-County Health District, and they say it was a right move at the right time.
Yes, it was very necessary. I feel it was a right decision to make. We did it closely in consultation with the Department of Health. This was not something we took lightly. Because we had an emergency, we needed to treat it as such.
It did not feel that it would be a prudent strategy for us to wait and delay that action when we knew that we had increased cases, strain on the hospital system. Is that we felt that it was just imperative to scale things back just so we could get a handle on this.
Staying in phase 2 now for at least 2 more weeks, what does that mean for you? How does that help you?
So for Ferry County specifically, of staying in phase 2, it gives us an idea of where that trend goes for cases. We want to make sure that we understand that we're seeing a continuation of decreased cases, and that also that we don't overwhelm the hospital system's ability to provide care for those people that need it.
We have very limited staff, and last week we were, I won't say overwhelmed, but at capacity. We had a full hospital with both swing beds as well as acute care beds. And then we were trying to deal with COVID-19 patients coming in fairly ill.
In your opinion, staying in phase 2 for at least 2 more weeks, is that what was necessary? Is that a necessary move to get this outbreak under control?
It still is necessary to really watch this so that we don't get ourselves in trouble. And if it's earlier than that, that'd be great. But I think we just need to be really careful and not to pop the clutch, so to speak.
Matt, do you think 2 weeks will be enough?
I think we're very optimistic, and that people can take the necessary precautions. You know, we can turn that curve in the right direction.
Some optimistic advice there. We know this can be a lot of information for you to keep track of. So if you do want to find out more about Washington State's reopening plan, just head to our website. That's KREM.com, or you can text the word reopen to that number right there, 509-448-2000. We'll send all the information right to your phone. Well, tonight, the Spokane Public School Board held a public hearing to possibly change Sheridan Elementary School's name, and the elementary is named after Union General Philip Sheridan, who was ruthless in his tactics against Native Americans. And most famously, the phrase used, "the only good Indian is a dead Indian," is largely attributed to Sheridan. The school board will make a decision whether to grant the request to change the name on May 12th. At that point, suggestions on a new name will be given from district members. Well, did you smell some smoke earlier this evening? Because, well, you are not alone. The Department of Natural Resources saying they were doing a prescribed burn in Stevens County off of Highway 231. A weather inversion causes smoke smell all across the area and here in Spokane. And the Stevens County Fire District saying that the smoke will linger as the inversion settles in. Speaking of weather and inversion and all that good stuff, let's head to the expert of inversion and weather. It's meteorologist Thomas Patrick out on the Outdoor Weather Center. So Thomas, really feeling like spring, and I know you gave me some really great news, and tell everybody what that is.
Yeah, it is going to be some very, very warm temperatures. Tell me if you've heard this one before. Warmest weather so far this year?
I've heard that,
yeah.
yes.
Well, we got another
one of my
day.
favorite phrases.
Yeah, another day like that later this week. Before we get to that, the inversion, a weather term that indicates just how stable the atmosphere is. Basically, it's the opposite of convection. The atmosphere is not turning over, it's not filtering. Instead, the air that's near the surface of the earth is staying there, and we saw that with the smoke. This was an image from about an hour ago from our tower camera. There's that smoke, and look at how close it is to the horizon. The inversion would be right there, and all the air that's below it is stuck there, so the smoke not able to pop above the inversion and disperse. So instead, some of us were getting a whiff of the air being like, is that smoke in the air? It is, but nothing to worry about. Prescribed burn. We are there's that disturbance from yesterday. It's over the northern plains and the rest of the Rocky Mountains, kind of in that sweet spot over the Pacific Northwest. Had lots of sunshine today. It was in the mid-60s overall. Much warmer days ahead. Another nice day for tomorrow if you're still yet to do your 7.5-mile Bloomsday run. In fact, I think tomorrow will be the best day remaining this week. Friday, kind of an icky day, not nearly as warm, but between those 2 days, Thursday, easily the warmest day of the year so far, and I'll show you how high those temperatures will climb all coming up my forecast, plus your Mother's Day forecast in a few minutes.
All sounds good, Thomas, and I can't wait for you to tell everybody how warm it's going to get, and also Mother's Day, of course.
Yes.
Good stuff. All right, Thomas, thank you. Well, there are signs nearly everywhere you go with local shops seeking new employees all around Spokane, but no one seems to be interested in applying for these jobs. That investigation into the real reasons why coming up next. Plus, later today was the opening day for the Spokane Indians. Today also marked a major milestone for many fans all around the area. We'll be right back.